Spring is sure a favorite time of year. That is until severe weather rolls in, and sometimes those storms can leave their mark. In today's CI Home, it's property damage appraisers, and Ryan Stokes is joining me now via Zoom with more information. Ryan, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Heather.
Well, let's talk all things property damage appraisers and what you guys are all about.
We are a nationwide appraisal company. So what we do is we are subcontractors for insurance companies, third-party administrators, and we are actually the ones that come and inspect the damage after storms go through, or we do auto in case of an accident. But right now, as we're in storm season, we are seeing a lot of claims from previous winter storms, but also the tornadoes and floods that are taking place at this point. And we are the actual inspectors that come out and write the estimates of damage on your property.
Okay, before we get into some tips on how to prevent all of that damage and what to do in case of severe weather, if someone thinks they have storm damage and they need your services and want you to come out and check it out, is there a cost to do that?
There is a cost associated with that. Most times, that is covered by the insurance company. So, if you were to request property damage appraisers to come out and inspect your home after you've contacted your insurance company, they would hire us as a third-party appraiser. So, how we operate is we are a true independent voice in the middle of it. So, we work on behalf of the customer. So, if it's your home, we work on your behalf to help settle with the insurance company and make sure that everything is getting covered and that you're not being taken advantage of by some of the frauds that come into towns when storm damage takes place, and make sure that you're getting covered properly.
Okay, well, let's talk preparation tips because, like we mentioned, it is severe weather season. So, first on your list is to understand your risks and have an evacuation route planned.
Absolutely, the preparation is the key. So beforehand, before storms ever come in, you need to have your checklist of items on hand. So whether it's a battery operated radio, flashlights, food storage, water storage, all of those things come into play. But well before that, you need to have inventory of your home. If you have valuable items, have video recording. Also, make sure that it's covered on your insurance policy. And then evacuation routes. So you need to have evacuation of your home, and then also know the evacuation routes in your town if you're prone to flooding or any major storms that are coming. If they're telling you to evacuate, you need to have those evacuation routes down in your mind and on paper before they ever get there.
Yeah, okay, we've already kind of briefly hit on insurance policies and knowing what you're covered for with that policy. But the next step is to prepare your property, whether it be trimming your trees or cleaning your gutters.
Absolutely, and there's so many things that you can do. The two that you mentioned: trimming your trees, cleaning your gutters, making sure that all of the things outside are secured. So if it can blow around, that can cause secondary damage. Also, make sure that your roofs are properly maintained. Make sure that everything is just up to speed, up to code. That way, when storms do come, you don't have any secondary or additional damages that are caused by an outside source.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe a trampoline. I have
There
had
you
that
go.
happen
We
before.
see a lot of those. Yes, ma'am. We
Okay,
see a lot of those.
and up last, have your emergency kit ready with all of those important necessities.
Absolutely. Those emergency kits, they can be the difference between life and death in a lot of situations. And they can also mean, just your comfort level and knowing that you have those things on hand. That goes a long way to knowing that you're prepared. So when a storm comes, you know where you're going, you know where to grab your kit. It just gives you that peace of mind when those storms are rolling in.
All right, great tips. And if people have questions, maybe they want to reach out to you all there at Property Damage Appraisers. What's the best way for them to learn more and get in touch?
They can visit us online at www.pdacorporation.com. That explains a lot of who we are. And if you go to the office locator that you have up there on your screen, they can click that office locator, put in their address, and it will show them the closest PDA office. And they can make that phone call. It'll take them directly to that office, and they can answer any questions that you have.
All right, great tips, Ryan. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of that, and we will be sure to connect everyone with you guys there at Property Damage Appraisers on our website, ciliving.tv.